Hey everyone, welcome to your practice. My name is Veronica. Today we're going to be using a band and the practice is going to take place on the floor. So let's get started in a seated position. And once you get there, just go ahead and close your eyes. All right, so just sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are relaxed. Jaw is relaxed. And just nice, easy breathing in and out of the nose. And just letting go of anything that's happened before you've come to your practice so that you can bring yourself here into this present moment. And then just start to deepen the breath. So really nice, deep inhale, really filling up and expanding. And then a really nice long exhale. And again, deep breath in, really letting the rib cage expand in all directions. And then on that exhale breath, making sure you're pulling that belly button back towards the spine, releasing all the air. And just one more breath like this, deep breath in. And a nice long exhale. And so for your practice today, I'll ask that you go ahead and set an intention. So this is something that you can bring with you into your day today. And so now just gently opening up the eyes, letting some light in. Good. All right, so let's go ahead and just have the hands down on the knees. We're going to begin to just rotate the torso. I don't care which way you start, right? I don't care how big your circles are, right? Just kind of moving around here, just as long as it feels good for you. Maybe be hinging back, maybe rounding the spine, and then go ahead and reverse it. So just going the other way. Good, and once you get up to the top, just pausing here. Now, release the arms down alongside the body. On the inhale, I want you to go ahead and squeeze those shoulder blades up towards the ears, and then exhale, a really nice, slow drop of the shoulders. Good. Two more like that. Deep breath in, squeezing, and then exhale, slowly release it. Good, one more here. Really squeezing at the top of that movement. And then exhale, let it go. Good. All right, so go ahead and drop one ear to the same side shoulder, right? I don't care which one. And then you're going to go ahead and take that same side hand and just place it on top of the head. Now, I don't want you to push here, right? It's just really the weight of the hand. You can take the opposite hand and maybe walk it away, right? So you should feel a really nice stretch in that, in the side of the neck here. Good. And now start to bring that chin down towards the chest as your hand moves to the back of the head. So just feeling that stretch more in the back of the neck. Good. Bringing that ear back towards the shoulder. And then gently push the head back up again and drop the hand. So we're going to do the other side. So just dropping the ear to the shoulder. Maybe this is enough. You can stay right here. Otherwise, you're taking the hand and you're just placing it on top of the head. Maybe walking the opposite hand away. Good. Now dropping that chin towards the chest as you bring your hand to the back of the head. Bringing that ear back towards the shoulder, and then just gently bringing that head back up and lower the arms. Just nice shoulder rolls here. Good. All right, so let's go ahead and just plant the feet down to the ground. And I want you to go ahead and bring the feet as close to you as you can. And you're going to wrap your arms around the shins and then just tuck the chin into the chest here. So your spine is really nice and rounded, right? You're getting as small as you can here. Good. On the next inhale, slowly begin to rise up. Bring the hands behind the knees and lift those feet up off the ground. So you're in your Navasana, your boat pose. Once you're here, if you can go ahead and float those arms out to the side, palms face up. Otherwise, you just keep your hands right here. Make sure your spine is nice and long and your gaze is just slightly up. All right, relax the shoulders. Now, we're going to begin to just pull the knees into the chest and then back out again. So it's a very small movement, right? So just pulling in and out here. Again, you can have the hands behind the knees to help guide you. Good. And you're breathing here, right? So just getting the core moving. Good. And you have 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Slowly plant those feet down to the ground. Now bringing the hands behind you, your fingers are going to be pointing towards your feet. We're going to begin to just gently lift the hips up. Any amount is fine. And then slowly lower it down, right? So on the inhale, you're just going to begin to lift up. You can keep your gaze where you're comfortable. Exhale, slowly lower. Good. Just one more here. Deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly lower it all the way back down. Good. We're going to go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. You can have some room between your body and your heels. Just go ahead and just rotate those wrists, right? Maybe shake it out a little bit, right? And then hands are on top of the ankles. Just go ahead and tuck the chin and round over here. So you're just letting your body be heavy. Even if you don't go very far, you're just feeling a nice stretch here. Good, and then slowly begin to rise up. Bring those knees back together again, and then we're going to go ahead and grab onto our strap. So placing this strap over the knees, and again, if you don't have one, don't worry about it, right? You could still get something out of this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and lie on back once you are all set up. Good. Arms down alongside the body, heels drawn in, press the low back down, and then slowly begin to lift the hips up any amount, and then slowly lower it back, right? So just a couple more like that. So nice and easy, lifting and lowering. Good. One more time. And lower. Good. Now go ahead and come up onto the toes. We're going to press that low back down into the ground and just lift the hips up. From here, we're going to go ahead and just pulse out on that band, right? Nice and slow, nice and controlled, right? So you should start to feel that, right? You have that resistance on the band. You're up on the toes. The heels are lifted nice and high. Good. Keep that neck nice and long, shoulders down to the ground. Good. Let's just have 5 like this, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Good. Drop those heels and then slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Let's go ahead and bring the hands behind the head. I want you to go ahead and just begin to lift the torso up and slowly lower, right? So you're just lifting and lowering here. So those elbows stay out nice and wide and you have some space in between the chin and the chest. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and begin to lift those feet up off the ground. Make sure that those knees are stacked right up over the hips. And now the next time that you lift, I want you to go ahead and just open up those legs. Good. And then lower, right? So you're not actually lowering the head all the way down to the ground, right? You're opening up those legs out to the side. Good. Just getting some good pressure on that band. Good. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Good. So getting that core moving here. Good. Good. Let's have 5. Good. And 4. Good. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Go ahead and lower the head. Draw the knees in. Just a gentle rock from side to side here. Good. Pausing at center. Go ahead and drop those feet down. We're going to go ahead and once again press the low back down into the ground. Lift those hips up. Now bring the feet maybe a little bit closer together. The palms are down on the ground, slightly away from the body, just for some support here. You're going to go ahead and pick that right leg up and send it out so that the knees are in line with one another. And you're going to flex that foot. Now go ahead and open that leg out to the side and then back to center, right? So you should have a lot of pressure on that right hand, right? Just to keep yourself supported here. Certainly, if this is not good for you, you can always lower the heel and just work from here, right? But if you can, just an extra challenge here to have those hips lifted. Good. Keep that foot nice and flexed. Good. And you're breathing. So you're just pushing that leg out to the side. Good. 5 like this. And 4. Good. And 3. And 2. Last 1. Good. Drop that foot down. We're going to keep those hips lifted. We're going right to the other side. So extend that left leg out and then opening up out to the side. Right? So you're opening up any amount here. Right? So just so that you can get some tension on that band. Again, you have a lot of pressure in that left hand. Just keeping your body nice and still. Good. And you're breathing. Good. Let's have 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last 1. Good. Go ahead and plant that foot and then slowly lower it all the way back down. Good. Let's go ahead and just pick those feet up off the ground. Again, the knees are stacked right up over the hips, hands behind the head. Go ahead and lift that torso. Now I want you to hold it here. And we're going to go ahead and just extend those legs out like a V. And then bring them in and tap the elbows to the knees. So you're just extending, draw it in, extend, and in. Now, the challenge here is to have those legs go towards like a 45-degree angle. If that's not good, you can always bring it up to the sky. All right. So just pay attention to your back. Good, draw it in and out. Good, toes are pointed. Engage the legs as you send them out nice and long. And you're just tapping those elbows. Torso stays lifted. Good. And you're breathing. Good. Let's have 3 like this. And 2. Good. And last 1. Good. Lower the head down and just gently rock those hips from side to side or the knees from side to side. Good. All right. Pausing at center. Let's go ahead and take that band. And I want you to bring it around the feet. Now, feet are nice and flexed. Go ahead and bring the hands behind the head once again. You're going to go ahead and lift that torso up. And I want you to go ahead and just push the right foot out, left knee in towards the body. And then come back to center. And then do the other side, right? So it's a push and pull here. And then you're pausing at center, right? Trying to stack those knees right up over the hips. Now, if you'd like more, you can go ahead and add a twist. And then back to center. And twist. Center. Good. And you're breathing, right? So you're trying to really get a nice twist here. Trying to get that elbow to the outside of that leg if you can. If not, don't worry about it. Really pushing into that band and pulling. Good. And making sure to pause. Good, you've got this. Let's have 2 more on each side. Good, and last 1. Awesome, go ahead and lower it down. Let's go ahead and bring that band back up over the knees, on the thighs, right? And just a gentle rock here. Good. All right. So go ahead and plant those feet down to the ground. I want you to roll over onto one side. I don't care which one. Right. Once you're there, I want you to go ahead and have those legs just slightly at an angle so they're not parallel with the short edge of the mat. They're sort of at an angle here. Then you're going to take that top leg and I want you to send it out nice and straight. Flex that foot. And then you're going to go ahead and just begin to pull that foot up towards the head, right? So you should feel some tension on that band here. Good. You have that top hand down on the ground for support. I don't want you to be rolling back, right? Just keep that torso nice and still. And you're just kicking that foot up towards the top. Good. Any amount is fine. Supporting your head however you need. Good. 5 like this. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now hold it here. I want you to lift that leg up and lower, up and lower. And again, it doesn't have to be a lot. I'd rather you not be rolling backwards, right? So just a simple lift and lower here. The foot stays really nice and flexed. Good. You should be feeling this. Good. 5 more. And 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Awesome job. Tap it out. And then we're going to go ahead and flip over onto the belly. Good. Once you're there, your hands are going to be just underneath either the chin, or you can bring your forehead down to the back of your hands, whatever works. Then go ahead and take a bend in that the leg that you just worked. For me, it's my right leg. Right? You're going to flex that foot, and you're just going to go ahead and pulse it up to the sky. So it's the same leg that you just worked. Right? So the foot is nice and flexed, right? And you're just pressing it up towards the sky. Right? So you're engaging the glutes here. Good. And you're breathing. Good. Let's have 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Awesome job. All right. So let's go ahead and let's go right to the other side. All right. So whatever leg that you did not work, right? The one we're going to work on right now. So now just go ahead and just bend that leg, press that heel up towards the sky. So same thing here. Good. So just getting the glute on the other side, right? So you're lifting, and it doesn't have to be a very big movement, right? You don't have to come up very high. And you're really just tapping the ground and lifting right back up again. So this also strengthens the lower back as well. Good. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Nice. Go ahead and lower it down. So we're going to go ahead and flip over to the other side. Right. I'm going to just face the camera. So just lie on down, supporting your head however you need to. Again, you have that angle. All right. You're going to go ahead and take that top leg, bring it out in front, and you're going to go ahead and lift it up. And now just go ahead and just kick that leg up towards the head. Right. So the foot stays really nice and flexed. It's fine if you need to have a slight bend in that leg. You have that top hand for support, again, not rolling back, and just keeping that torso nice and still, and just feeling that resistance with the band. Good. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it here. Now you're lifting it up and down, up and down. Good. And again, it does not have to be a big movement. I'd rather it be small as opposed to having your body move all around. Good. Flex through that foot. Good. You're breathing, smiling. Good. 5 like this, and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Awesome job. Go ahead, just tap that out. Good. Using your hands to go ahead and push yourself up. We're going to go ahead and just remove that band. Actually, you know what? Actually, let's have it around the ankles. All right. And we're going to go ahead and send the legs out nice and long. Now, you're going to have your hands right alongside you or a little bit slightly behind. And we're going to begin to lift the right leg up off the ground and then press it out to the side, back to center, side and center. So now trying to sit up nice and tall, right? It's certainly if you need to hinge back, I understand, right? So if you can, you're sitting up as nice and tall as you can. Good. You should feel that pretty quickly. Good. 3 like this, 2 and 1. Now lift it up to the sky, right? So it's just a tiny lift here. So you're going to feel that all in the front of the leg. Good. 3 and 2. Last one. Lower it down. Good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the other side. Feet are nice and flexed. Lift that left leg, open it up out to the side and center. Good. So same thing here. Try not to collapse. If you are hinging back, just keep a nice straight spine. Keep both feet nice and flexed. Good. And again, you should feel that. Good. 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it here. Now lift it up and lower, up and lower. Good. So your core is engaged here. Good. All right. 3 and 2 and 1. Awesome job. Just tap out those legs, and now you can go ahead and remove the band. We are done with that. All right, so taking that right foot, I want you to go ahead and bring it to that inner thigh. You're facing that left leg, the left toes are flexed, hands on either side of the leg, and just a nice easy fold here. So now I want you to think about bringing the chest down towards the thigh as opposed to rounding. All right, so just keeping the gaze towards that foot. Good, and then slowly walk the hands back towards the body. You're going to take that, actually let's point through those left toes. I want you to bring the right hand behind you. We're going to begin to lift the hips up and stretch that left arm back behind you and see if you can bring the gaze with it. Good, and then slowly lower it all the way down. Now go ahead and take that right foot, bring it to the outside of that left leg. We're going to bring the right arm behind us, sitting up nice and tall. Send the left arm up to the sky, big stretch here. And then exhale, go ahead and come on into a twist. So you can either have the elbow to the outside of the leg, or you can go ahead and just wrap the arm around the front of the leg. Either way is fine. Just inhale, lift and lengthen, and then exhale to twist. Good, one more breath here. And twist. And then back to center, and just an easy counter twist to the other side. And then back to center. Good. Now, keeping that right ankle on top of the left thigh, flex the foot, bring the hands behind you. I don't care which way the fingers point. And you're going to plant that left foot down on the ground, right? So we're stretching out that right glute. Now, either draw the heel in towards the body, or you can lift the hips and move it towards the heel. Either way. Just make sure that the right foot stays really nice and flexed. It helps to protect the knee. And then you have that right knee out to the side. Try not to collapse into the back. And just sitting up nice and tall. And just breathe into the tightness. Good. And then slowly release it. And we're going to go ahead and go to the other side. So you're going to go ahead and bring that left foot to the inner thigh. All right. And again, just facing towards that right leg. And then just think about dropping the chest down towards the thigh. You may not go very far. It's all good, right? Toes are pulling back towards you. You're breathing. Your gaze is towards your feet. Good. Slowly begin to walk the hands back towards the body. Now, once again, we're going to point through those right toes. Bring the left hand behind you. Begin to lift the hips up and then send that right arm up and back. Bring the gaze with it. Good. And then slowly lower it all the way back down. We're going to go ahead and take that left foot, bring it to the outside of that right leg. Left arm goes back behind you. Inhale that right arm up to the sky. And then exhale, go ahead and come on into that twist. So again, either hook the elbow or wrap the arm around the front of the leg. So inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale to twist. Good. One more breath here. And then make your way back to center and just an easy counter twist here off to the other side. Good. And then back to center. We're going to go ahead and keep that ankle on top of the thigh. Hands behind you. Again, either way, your fingers can point, right? and plant that right foot down on the ground. And so again, just coming to the place that works best for you. All right, so trying not to collapse into the shoulders. I'd rather your hands be back a little bit farther if that's the case. Otherwise, you're sitting up nice and tall. And that left foot always stays nice and flexed, right? Knee out to the side, and just breathe into that tightness. Good. We're going to go ahead and slowly unwind that. Let's bring both legs out. Flex the feet. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And then exhale, hinging forward, right? So you're grabbing onto wherever you can, whether it's the ankles, the toes. And again, think about the chest going down towards the thigh rather than collapsing here. And then slowly begin to rise back up. Good. Coming back into our seated position, go ahead and bring those hands down onto the knees and just go ahead and close the eyes for a moment. And just thinking about the intention that you set at the beginning of the practice so you can bring it with you into your day today. And so bringing the palms together with the thumbs at the third eye, just gently bow the head to seal the practice. And may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. Namaste. And so I hope that you have enjoyed this practice. If you did, just go ahead and give me a thumbs up, send me some comments, and also to subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time on the mat. Take good care.